Well, realistically, it's one of the craziest propositions of all time. He's constantly moving, and then punches are coming, and he loops punches around your guard, and he's constantly shifting his feet, and you think he's going to be there, and he's over here, and it's like this overload of thinking. It's not a casual, relaxed fight where you can kind of move around and get your groove, and he's going to stay on the outside, and you're going to... No, it's just constant.
For me, personally, I'm on a different level than everybody. And when it comes down to boxing, because Devin, he's a boxer.
Joe Rogan didn't hold back when discussing a potential fight between Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, cautioning that overlooking Stevenson would be a serious mistake. He emphasized that Stevenson's explosive reflexes and non-stop punch sequences present a major threat that could overwhelm Haney if not fully respected.
Terrifying human being. Terrifying. Every aspect of your senses at every moment. He's constantly moving, and then punches are coming, and he loops punches around your guard. This is like they're throwing insane money at people. They're throwing nutty sums of cash at people to make amazing fights happen. Like this has always been the hiccup in boxing, is that people don't want to fight certain people because they want to protect their record. The Saudis are like, how much?
Everybody's got a price.
Yeah, everyone's got a price.
We've got the bank account.
Much?
Shakur Stevenson further cemented his resume with a clear-cut points victory against Teofimo Lopez, capturing the WBO junior welterweight belt. The win made him a champion across 4 weight classes and strengthened his position among boxing's elite pound-for-pound fighters.
Looked phenomenal, dominant performance. What do you think about that?
Man, he made it easy. I was saying, like, if Teo was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're going to get Shakur. But Teo, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not going to work, bro. You're not going to take up enough space to touch Shakur. Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping Teo at bay. It was an easy night from round 1 for him. Shakur got the dub.
Excellent. Appreciate your time, brother. Congrats, champ.
Stevenson controlled the fight with smart tactics and elite ring intelligence, outworking his opponent by a wide margin and showing a degree of composure and authority that is rarely seen at that level of competition.
Mate, Teofimo looked like a novice. I mean, that's how good he is. 120, 109, 108. I mean, just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Is that what you expected from Shakur?
No. I mean, listen, I expected an incredible performance, but I didn't expect it to be completely one-sided. I mean, he won every round, in my opinion. It like the golfing levels was phenomenal. And I said to Bud, like, going into 12, he could do 40 rounds, Shakur. Like, never out of control, footwork, timing, shot selection. I actually think he could have stopped Teofimo if he'd have stepped on him. Teofimo looked like frustrated, just obviously busted up to the face. He's a phenomenal fighter, 4 division world champion.
Following the victory, Stevenson addressed what lies ahead, naming Devin Haney as a possible matchup down the road. He made it clear that he believes his skill set and ring control would allow him to outmaneuver Haney over the course of a fight.
He's a boxer. It's not like he's a stone cold killer who's just gonna go in there and try to knock me the out.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to outbox me. I'm the greatest boxer. How do you... So that's how I feel about the fight.
Yeah.
But it all gotta make sense from a business standpoint. I don't like getting up here and negotiating against myself. And,
for sure.
But for me, I'm willing to make the fight.
But do you see it as it being that could, like we always said, the Four Kings, even though you wasn't a part of it, the whole plot was like at the end of the road, there's gonna be 2 guys left standing, and that's the big fight. Do you see that as that's potentially what that could be?
I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
you are. I ain't
like at the end of the day, Devin Haney is a bad motherfucker in his own right, but when you say like 2 guys standing, there's only 1 guy with me, and that's me. Like, I don't see 2 guys, I don't see 3 guys. I used to, like, that was young Shakur.
Stevenson has also made it known that if he steps into a bout at 147 pounds, a rehydration limit would be part of the agreement. In his view, uncontrolled weight gain after the weigh-in can heavily influence a fight, so he wants safeguards in place to ensure neither boxer shows up with a significant size advantage on fight night.
I want me to come to 147. I'm coming in with rehydration clause. I don't even do that. But why am I going up to these guys' weight classes if I'm not planning on going there? So any of y'all want to fight me at 147?
Yeah, rehydration.
10 pounds.
10-pound rehydration.
That
like the IBF rule, basically.
You got to understand, that means on fight night, when we get in the ring, they're going to be 157, maybe 158.
Max.
No bigger than 160 that night.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
So if we could get it like, all right, like the IBF rule, 10-pound rehydration.
Yes, but think about it. If there's no rehydration clause, these guys going to give it up to 170 pounds.
Yeah, 175.
I'm in the 140s on fight night.
Yeah.
So if I'm 140, they 170. Bro, what am I in here wrestling around with these?
Right.
Joe Rogan made it clear that he believes Shakur Stevenson doesn't need contractual protections to succeed. Rogan backed Stevenson's own stance that a rehydration rule wouldn't change the outcome, explaining that Shakur's high-level technique, speed, and ring intelligence are more than sufficient for him to outmaneuver any opponent at welterweight.
It's nothing. And there's some sort of a rehydration clause. Listen, kids, it ain't going to matter. He's not going to come in drained. What he's going to do is just do extra cardio, and that's just going to make him more dangerous. He's going to be terrible.
Terence Crawford spoke highly of Shakur Stevenson, suggesting that his reputation alone is enough to give opponents pause. Crawford hinted that Stevenson's sharp fundamentals and difficult-to-solve approach in the ring are major reasons many fighters appear unwilling to step in with him.
Reason why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter. He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that, just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff, but they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era coming through.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing, you know, and tomorrow he will show it.
How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you believe that Shakur Stevenson can stop Teofimo Lopez? Because people aren't really talking about that.
Listen, if T.O. get out of line, you know, he can get hurt. You know? But I see Shakur outboxing him to a decision.
Stevenson has made it clear that he believes has already separated himself from the pack at both 135 and 140 pounds, pointing to his clean sweep of opponents in those weight classes. In his view, his speed, precision, and overall boxing IQ place him far ahead of his peers. That confidence is exactly why interest is building around a move to 147. Shakur explained that fans are hungry for stiffer competition because he has already handled business at the lighter divisions. For him, stepping up to welterweight isn't just about size. It's about creating the most meaningful fights and proving that his style translates no matter the weight.
147 thing, because it's like, okay, oh, he's better than everybody at 135, 140. Sure. Nobody could beat him, so now we got to test him out at 147.
That's how
because he that good.
Yeah, but you know that, though. That's the...
But tell me I'm that good then. Tell me I'm that good then. Yeah. If that's how y'all feel, tell me. I want to hear it.
Yeah, I like that. I will say yes, you are that good. And when people are that good, we want to see a resistance fight. That's all we saying. And that's what I thought Tio was going to get, and we ain't get that.
Damn. Damn, y'all.
We got to find another one.
I feel bad for y'all, because y'all going to be waiting for the rest of my career. God damn. We want to see some. It ain't going to happen. The most y'all going to ever get is a Zapata. That was y'all best hope and chance at getting resistance.
Stevenson has clarified that the bout remains unrealized due to money issues rather than competition concerns. He explained that when fighters at the highest level collide, the financial package has to match the danger and magnitude of the event. From his perspective, Stepping into a fight of that caliber requires compensation that reflects his standing in the sport. Shakur emphasized that turning it down isn't about backing away from tough opponents, but about making sure the business aligns with the risk. In his eyes, the deal only moves forward if the numbers truly make sense.
He's asked you about, obviously, whenever you're going to fight Haney, because I think we keep hearing about the negotiations falling through. Is that fight ever going to get made?
I would love for the fight to happen. Y'all can clearly see that I want the fight.
Yeah. Is what's off about it still the split?
I don't think that they want the fight to happen right now. Why would we fight this big risk fighter right now rather than wait a couple of years where we could make more money? But my only issue with it, right?
Yeah.
If that's the case, don't perpetrate. You talking big, but truth be told, you put me and him in a ring where nobody else can help him. There's nobody else that is gonna be able to fight for him. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Like, he know deep down inside that I'm the truth. That's what he know. He know he done been in the ring with me several times. Go ask him, like really ask him and tell him to be honest about me as a fighter. You'll really hear how he talk. Honestly, I think he's a good fighter, but I think that is.
At the same time, Devin Haney has pushed back strongly, insisting that Stevenson made the wrong call by walking away over financial terms. Haney explained that the deal on the table included a 25% share for Stevenson, which, even as a lesser split, would have resulted in the biggest payday of his career to date. From Haney's point of view, rejecting that offer meant passing up a rare chance to elevate both earnings and legacy. He views the decision as a missed moment where reward and historical significance were both within reach.
At Shakur's resume and look at my resume. Who's fought the tougher opposition, me or him? And 25% would have been, bigger than all his fights put together he made.
All put together?
Put together.
Were you shocked that he said no?
Yeah, ego, made him say no. His ego and the people around him. Kambosos offered me the 22% and the 2 fights to go to Australia and to go sign with a different promoter and to, get the vaccine and go do this and do that. Now that I'm the champion and I'm giving somebody the offer to make more money than they ever made in their life, put together in all their fights, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. See, when I fought Kambosos, it wasn't for all the money. I was fighting for the same money that I was already making. I know that I could beat him. I know that once I win, I'm gonna be able to call the shots and make all the money myself. So now it's that time, and they don't.
Timothy Bradley Jr. has praised Shakur Stevenson as having all the tools to become one of boxing's next major stars. He pointed to Stevenson's technical precision, defensive mastery, and high ring IQ, suggesting that these strengths could help him shape the sport at a time when fans are increasingly appreciating skill and strategy over raw power. Bradley emphasized that Stevenson's disciplined approach and awareness during fights set him apart from his peers, positioning him as a potential defining figure in the future of boxing. As Stevenson continues to collect significant victories while preserving his undefeated record, Bradley's comments underscore that his combination of talent and tactical intelligence makes him not just an elite fighter, but also a contender to become one of the sport's most prominent names.
And Haney, Conor Ben, there's a lot of fights that Shakur can be involved in and beat all these dudes, man. Beat all of them. Has a chance of beating all of them, right? And solidifying, his mark in the sport, being, the great of his generation. When Crawford left, I told y'all that, Shakur was the next guy on the throne. And I truly wholeheartedly still believe that. I know there's guys that has worked with Shakur in the past that swear up and down. Oh, shoot, I even forgot Murataya is there too. Guys like Andy Cruz. I mean, there's a lot of talented guys that people respect that Shakur has the ability to freaking challenge. Man, now imagine him fighting all those guys and putting that on his resume, man. We talking about legendary status. We talking about Mount Rushmore type of stuff, because, all these guys are the elite guys of this generation and people respect them. And if Shakur was to beat them, he's going to definitely make his mark heavy in the sport and become extremely popular, even more popular than what Terrence Crawford is right now, and I feel like Shakur can be that face of American boxing that, we've always had. We have Floyd Mayweather. I think he can be as popular as Floyd Mayweather, if not more popular than Floyd Mayweather. So I don't know, man. Guys, tell me what you think. Am I tripping? But there's a lot of potential matchup for Shakur that can really grow his star.
Mike Tyson has spoken highly of Shakur Stevenson, describing him as a true master of the sport. Tyson highlighted Stevenson's technical skill, defensive instincts, and overall precision, explaining that these qualities make him extremely difficult to defeat, even if casual fans don't fully recognize his effectiveness. He stressed that boxing is an art, and Stevenson's combination of sharp timing, intelligent movement, and ability to avoid damage allows him to dominate top-tier opponents. Tyson also praised Stevenson's recent performances, noting his clean combinations, fluid head movement, and the classic ability to hit without being hit as a showcase of pure boxing craftsmanship.
Shakur Stevenson is a first-class fighter, and I don't think it's going to make any difference that he get the title up because of weight difference. He'll just go to the next division and win that title as well.
How could Shakur beat him? If he can't hurt him, that would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him, you just have to outscore him. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. And it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat.
Shakur Stevenson's commanding win over Teofimo Lopez did more than secure another championship. It reinforced his place among boxing's top-tier fighters. On January 31st at Madison Square Garden in New York, Stevenson faced Lopez for the WBO and Ring Magazine Junior welterweight titles and dominated the bout from start to finish across 12 rounds. Stevenson outclassed Lopez with precise movement, sharp counterpunching, and a disciplined jab that consistently disrupted his opponent while allowing him to remain largely untouched. The judges reflected his control, scoring the fight 119-109 on all cards, highlighting how thoroughly Stevenson dictated the tempo and rhythm of the match. With this victory, Stevenson became a 4-division world champion, adding the super lightweight crown to his growing collection. More than the title, the fight showcased his technical brilliance and mental focus under the highest stakes, proving why he is considered one of boxing's elite talents.
Masterpiece, man. He looked so smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful. You heard his father say in the corner, what happened to your fast hands? That didn't work, man.
Just overall, just given the styles and in boxing so well, was there any way that Teo could have put on a better performance, a better plan, and gotten a better result?
No, I don't think whatever he would have brought to the table would have worked, man. Shakur just got a great boxing mind. That's just it. He's got a great boxing mind, and once he put his mind to it, he's gonna get the job done.
What is it gonna take to beat someone like him?
I don't know, Brian. Probably want to stay away from that kid, man.
Yeah.
The statistics from the fight further emphasize Stevenson's dominance. He landed far more punches overall and maintained superior accuracy with both his jabs and power shots throughout the 12 rounds. His display highlighted an ability to adapt and carry out a strategic game plan at the sport's highest level. This performance represents a major milestone in his career and sets the stage for even bigger challenges as he continues to strengthen his legacy in boxing.
I think to 109 with scorecard, so basically 11 rounds to 1. What did you think about the outcome and the fact that he was able to win so dominantly?
One, shout out to New York. To Bruce Carrington, he's world champion now. I'm so proud of him.
Fact.
Been watching him fight the undercards and all this stuff forever, and to become a world champion tonight, I was bawling, I was crying, yo. So shout out to him. He shine every time he come out to see his story, see how much he done overcame everything. Now he get his first round knockout, looking good against Jermaine Ortiz. Wonderful. Now we got the main event with Shakur, and I knew that was gonna happen. Everybody be talking all that rah to me. I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is stopping. I can't ask for nothing else.
Eddie Hearn recently voiced strong praise for Shakur Stevenson, describing the talented southpaw as one of boxing's most underrated athletes today. Hearn pointed out that many fans and analysts overlook just how difficult Stevenson is to beat, given that his success relies on elite fundamentals, sharp ring IQ, and defensive expertise rather than sheer knockout power. He emphasized Stevenson's skill at controlling range, neutralizing dangerous opponents, and consistently winning rounds, making him a tough challenge for anyone across weight classes. Hearn also noted that consistently dominating at the highest level requires a rare form of greatness that often goes unnoticed. From Hearn's perspective, Stevenson's combination of achievements, discipline, and technical mastery deserves far more recognition than he currently receives within the boxing world.
Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing them in their...
What do you think? Did Stevenson show the ultimate boxing IQ, or are you more excited to see him tested against top names like Haney or Ben? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.